we're in the middle of moving, as I've said a couple times, so she's moving stuff to the new house right now. But she'll have her predictions before the show starts. And
Is it like same, like kind of the same area, or is it like a different part of North Carolina? Or
pretty much the same area. We're moving about 35 minutes south of where we live now.
oh,
So
interesting.
same part, but not the same city. We live in Winston Salem. We're moving to a little town called Archdale. It's just a safer place, less noisy, less sirens, less gunshots, all that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
it's a good move. Except we're both still going to be working in Winston Salem, but whatever. You got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
But yeah, we're actually Dylan is moving. I don't know if he's told you, Wolf. He's moving to
Yes.
Kannapolis. Yeah. So
Or I would think you guys.
yeah, we're gonna be whenever he moves, we'll be like an hour away from Dylan. So that's cool. That'll be fun. So maybe he'll start joining us again. I don't know. We'll figure some way out to get Dylan on camera again. Yeah, so we're gonna do our predictions. As I said, viewers, if you want to get your predictions in, you can put them in the comments while we're going. Or the easier way is send me a message on X at No Bones Wrestling. That's at No Bones RASSLIN. That's easier if you just send them to me all at once. But if you want to put them in the comments during the show, that's fine too. Just make sure you get me your picks before 3 p.m., which is when the the All In main card starts. All right, well let's get going. I got it not in the order of how the matches are going to go, but kind of in order of how I think they'll go. So that's how we're going. Let's start with and maybe Wolf, maybe you can tell us who's definitely in this match so far.
Yes.
Let's start with let's start with the women's casino gauntlet match.
The women's casino gauntlet match. Yes, confirmed entrants are Chris Statlander number 1, Megan Bain number 2, and 2 other confirmed entrants: Mina Shirakawa, the new interim ROH Women's Television Champion, and the ROH Women's Champion Athena.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize Athena was confirmed. Okay.
Yes, she confirmed through Twitter.
Oh, great. Well, speaking of her, I'll start with my pick. I'm picking Athena to win. I think now is the time. We were talking about this on our Supercard of Honor watch along last night. I think it's the time for her to move up to the main roster. She has quite an undefeated streak going, and it's time to test that against some of the best in the world, like, Toni Storm, Megan Bain, Tekla, Mercedes Moné, women like that. So I'm picking Athena. I think she wins it, and then at some point either drops or just vacates the Ring of Honor Women's title, and moves up to AEW. That's my pick. Wolf, who do you say?
I also say Athena. It has to be Athena. There's no one else that really fits, especially since it's in Texas. I've seen people say like Statlander or Willow. Those are like the only 2 that could maybe be alternatives. But I think just narratively, like, it's the best time to pull the trigger on Athena, and I think it's going to be very telling on, I think, the status of the status of Athena in AEW, because I'm glad she's confirmed to be in the casino gauntlet. That those fears are now put aside, sort of, because if she wasn't in it to begin with, I would have said she's gone. Eventually, but
you really think she would go back to WWE?
Yeah.
After the way they used her, I think they did a poor job with her.
See, it wasn't really they misused her. It was just a matter of they released her.
Yeah.
She
Um,
was doing good. Like
I would
she
disagree, but go ahead.
Yeah, that like it was just randomly she was released, and
Yeah.
I actually thought she managed to like she was one of the few people that I think made Nia Jax look like a little better than she was, and I do like that pair up, but I don't know, I don't even know how she would be used in WWE, exactly, but. Yeah, I think if they really want to give the perception that Athena is a major player in AEW, you give her the win here.
All right. All right. Switch, who do you say?
Hmm. Bro,
Winning
this
the
has been one
women's
of the
title.
hardest cards for me to pick, man.
I
I'm
agree.
torn between Statlander and Athena, and I think, y'all might have convinced. I'm gonna go with Athena. I'm gonna go
All
with
right.
Athena.
All right. So all three of us. And by the way, folks, we do these picks, and the winner gets the No Bones About Wrestling Predictions Championship belt, and Wolf and Switch are currently co-champions. So we'll see if their tie breaks tonight or if somebody else wins it tonight. So we'll see. And Wolf, by the way, you asked if Willie can join us. I sent him a link to this, and then I'll send him a link to the main card also.
All right. Yeah.
All right, so we all pick Athena for the women's casino gauntlet match. And Wolf, maybe if you can do the same, tell us who all is officially in the men's casino gauntlet match.
Yes, the men's, as of right now, the confirmed entrants are Mark Briscoe number 1, MJF number 2, and we also have Mystico, Ricochet, the ROH World Champion Bandito, and Brody King of the Hounds of Hell.
All right, all right. Switch, why don't you go first on this one?
I'm going with MJF. I don't even need to know who's the rest in there. I'm rocking with MJF. I feel like he has something to prove. He hasn't been in the title picture for too long, for a while now. So yeah, I'm going MJF.
All right, Wolf, what do you think?
I also have MJF. I think with my pathway to how the World Championship should be going, uh, like it makes sense, especially if, well, yeah, I'll get to that, but main
Yeah,
event.
I know. I think I know what you're about to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, but it makes sense. I think it would definitely like were thinking like with the whole Hurt Syndicate thing being in the Hurt Syndicate, MJF kind of has cooled off, and some even question whether like MJF looks good anymore. But
Wow.
yeah, it's crazy. But they need to. I think this is the time to. I think MJF should win. Absolutely. Like the only alternative I could maybe see is Darby, but I think Darby's just gonna show up in the main event, so not really be in the casino gauntlet. So yeah, it should be MJF.
I'm gonna make it a trifecta. I say MJF wins it. Especially like Wolf was kind of starting to get at. If we see some other scenarios unfold throughout the night, they'll need him to have won it. And my second pick, I was close to picking Ricochet because he could use that elevation into the world title feud, world title picture. I mean, and that could be a great time for him. So I wouldn't be mad if Ricochet won. I think it's going to be MJF and Darby Allen. I'll give him an outside chance of showing up and winning it. I picked Darby like third, I guess. So who knows?
I
I
am
think Darby will
also
be there in some form. I just don't know
you
if he's actually going to wrestle tonight.
yeah, I think he might just show up. He might get physical, but he's not like actually gonna like have a like actually wrestle. I think that's why I think he's just showing up in the main event, costing Moxley.
Yeah.
Spoiler, but I also will predict one of two returns because I want
Okay.
to. Either Wardlow or Chris
Wow.
Jericho.
Those are good picks. I hadn't even thought about Wardlow coming back. I know.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Wardlow
shooting
or
that.
Jericho. Yeah.
Wardlow's shooting that new American Gladiators series. Do we know? Is he
Yeah.
done? Is that done?
I
He's
have
done
no
with that.
idea.
He's
He's
done with
Yeah,
done with
I
that.
think he's
Okay.
done with that. And
Cool.
honestly, I think he could just show up, and just
Yeah.
yeah. So especially if MJF's in it, I think it would work narratively. So yeah, I'm gonna say Wardlow, if not Wardlow, Jericho.
And the 0 hour has started. Don't switch it away. Nothing's happening. We got
Yeah,
Renee, RJ City, Double J, and Paul White
they're
in the
gonna
middle of the ring right now.
they're just gonna recap matches on the main card, and then they'll probably talk about. Then they'll probably do the 0 hour matches at some point.
Oh wait, I got mail. Check this out. I'll be right back.
Oh,
Uh-oh. So
JR.
Wolf, you don't think it's possible we get a what's his name? Oh gosh. Moxley's boy
Eddie?
coming back. Eddie, yeah.
Not in the Casino Gauntlet.
No, I'm talking about in the main event.
No,
Okay.
not in the main event either. I think he shows up in the Trios match. Trios title match.
I'm gonna open this while we keep going. It's wrestling related.
Oh,
God damn it.
Oh, somebody got some goodies.
Yep. All right, so next up, we got a big tag team match. We have the EVPs, the Young Bucks, former World Tag and World Trios champions, and they are taking on former World Champ Swerve Strickland and former International Champ Will Ospreay. And if Swerve and Ospreay lose, they cannot compete for the world title for a year. If they win, they are the new
AEW World title,
EVPs.
mind you. Very important
Right.
distinction. AEW World title.
Right.
For 1 year, and if the Bucks lose, they are no longer EVPs.
Right. And then Ospreay and Swerve said that they would give control to the people, whatever that means.
Mm-hmm.
So Wolf, we'll start with you. Who do you have winning this?
I can't believe I'm saying this because their performances have been a little mixed feelings lately. I say the Young Bucks win because this EVP gimmick is kind of all they have right now. It's gonna be like really hard to make us like care at all about them if they drop it, and not to mention they haven't had it for very long. And also, I think it might be good to have Swerve and Ospreay take a break from the world title division, have them be in other title scenes, and elevate other, perhaps younger guys. You could elevate people like Darby Allin when he comes back, Jay White. I think so yeah, I think it would be very beneficial in a way to elevate other people in exchange for Swerve and Ospreay, but still have Swerve and Ospreay like utilized. I also believe I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I think Jack Perry is going to come back and cost Swerve and Ospreay.
Wow. I'll go
Because
real
like,
quick.
where is he otherwise? Like, what
Yeah.
is he gonna do?
I'll go real quick. I echo everything Wolf just said. My answer would be the exact same as Wolf. So I go with the Young Bucks and everything he said about utilizing other people, and then of course we'd be building up probably to Will Ospreay winning the world title belt at All In London next year. I think.
Yeah.
But everything Wolf said, that's what I think. So Switch. Who do you say?
Hey man, looks like we're trying to go for trios belts for this predictions belt because I also got the EVPs.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it'll be just more. I mean, it not only allows for more interesting angles with them being the evil EVPs, but interesting angles of Ospreay and Swerve trying to fight their way and find where they fit on this roster if they're not allowed to go for the world title. So,
But not only that, if even if Swerve and them was to win, we still know that they are EVPs. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah,
So
like they'll just be like officially EVPs rather than kayfabe.
Yeah.
Like I'll just take the kayfabe aspect of it.
But then, like I
But
said, it would be interesting if Ospreay and Swerve won, give it over
it
to the fans, and then have like
Right.
fan votes. Who should get a world title shot? Go vote on AEW.com.
See, I wish they would have elaborated on what that meant or what
Right.
that
Yeah.
tells as far as turning it over to the fans.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. But it could kind of go either way, but I think more likely than not it will go to the Bucks. Just because it makes more sense to me. Like, and not to mention they kind of need the EVP stuff to really make us care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm going to show off my mail haul real quickly.
No.
Just got it. It just happened during the show. It was fate. I got best of WCW Clash of the Champions here.
I got that jump.
Yeah. I think I have this already. I bought this for some other things. So this is going to be on sale on No Bones About Horror on eBay. So if you want that, check it out. I got the history of the World Heavyweight Championship there,
That
which
one
takes
too.
it from being the NWA belt to being the WWE World Heavyweight title.
You know they got the Intercontinental series of that too.
I saw that. I'm gonna pick that up. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one too.
I got Starcade, the Essential Collection. So which goes from 83 through the end, 2000. I got the very best of Monday Nitro. I think this is volume 1 out of 3. And this I already have, so this is going to be for sale on No Bones About Horror on eBay also. I got the Rise and Fall of WCW, which is a pretty good documentary, I think.
Yeah.
Has over 20 matches on it too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I got the history of the WWE Championship. So I just went. I found one buyer. He sold all that for $20.
Wow.
So I saw that on eBay and I had to jump on that. I mean, that's for $20. That's crazy.
Yeah, I paid
So-
$20 just for one of those.
I know, right? So
When they had the what was it? Movie, not it's good game movie stop.
yeah, okay. But yeah, and then I'll sell 2 of those and pretty much get my money back, minus the shipping. So,
Oh.
Yeah, those. Yeah, all of those is good, man. Oh man, you just took it back. I'm gonna have to go reach in my box and pull out all my jumps and see what I still got. Because ever since I done switched over to, because I usually used to have like a DVD player in my car. My deck was a DVD player. It would flip out and show the screen, so I would have all my wrestling DVDs in there. But now that I done went with the Android Auto thing, I can just stream anything in my car and watch it now. So yeah, all of those is good DVDs.
I'm just afraid that one day we're not going to have the, WWE network or whatever you want to call it, have
and
all the
that's why
stuff
I
on
keep
Peacock.
all my stuff.
Yeah. Because I remember the days when we didn't have it. We couldn't just pull up any fucking show we want. It's such a blessing. Like, really. We try and utilize it on this channel. That's why we do the Monday Night Russo on Mondays, and we do our retro watch-alongs on Thursday. I'm trying to get the most out of that on Peacock while we can,
Yep.
All right, I just wanted to share that. Let's go to the next match. We got the World Trios title match. We have the Ops, Samoa Joe, Katsuyori Shibata, and Powerhouse Hobbs, former TNT champ. Of course, Samoa Joe, former world champ. and they are teaming up to defend against the Death Riders with former Trios champs Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta, and their teammate Gabe Kidd, who I don't know, is he an official part of the Death Riders now? Is that, you think so?
Technically, yes. Yeah, in a way, yes.
So here I'll go first on this one. Uh, I've heard that Gabe Kidd still has contractual obligations with New Japan. Now that doesn't mean they're going to automatically give the Ops the win, but I feel like they will. Especially the Ops won the belts 2 or 3 months ago and have literally not defended them. So I don't see them taking them away in their first defense. The whole thing would seem kind of meaningless then.
Right.
So I see keeping the belts on the Ops, and then when Hook comes back, there being some sort of argument about who really belongs on the team. So I'm picking the Ops to successfully defend here.
For me, I mean, I don't think there's necessarily an issue with Gabe Kidd having contract with New Japan because of the partnership with New Japan and AEW. However, yeah, it doesn't make sense to have the Ops win it all like 2 months ago and not defend it and then just give it back to the Death Riders, especially since we most people want to be done with the Death Riders stuff. So it might be it might kill some motivation if the Death Riders just win the Trios titles back. And I'm gonna say I don't think Hook is going to come back here. I think Eddie Kingston will come back and go straight for Gabe Kidd because in kayfabe, Gabe is the one that injured Eddie.
Right.
And I think that's going to happen. And I think at Forbidden Door, we're going to get Eddie Kingston versus Gabe Kidd.
All right.
So I have Eddie coming back to screw the Death Riders. And
okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Ops.
It sounds good.
So the Ops are team. Yeah.
And maybe joining the Ops? What do you think?
No, I think
No?
he's just going to be primarily focused on Gabe.
Okay.
And then we're gonna lead to Gabe and Eddie at Forbidden Door.
Gotcha. Switch, what do you think?
Everything in me wants to agree with everything that y'all said.
Yeah.
And it sounds right. But I'm actually thinking Hook is gonna come back and screw the Ops over. So I'm gonna break this little thing that we got going on here, and I'm gonna just go with the Ops.
Okay. Oh wait, go with the Ops. We picked that. You mean the Death Riders?
Death Riders.
I meant the Death Riders. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Death Riders.
I got you. All right. That's the first one we disagreed on so far, which is not very usual. But
no, you got
just to make things a little interesting. I think I can afford one.
Well, I mean, like most of these matches, I could see it going either way. That's one of the best things about today's card is almost every match I could see going either way.
Bro, that's what I was thinking about last night. It's been a while since we had one where you just couldn't really, you could automatically like, okay, this is what's going to happen in there. We know what's going on. It's a lot of matches on this card that I feel can go either way.
Yeah, and not just that, but returns, like who's even in the casino matches, who's going to return, screw people over. We're talking about
got
Kingston.
So many people that can return. So many. Like I said, I saw a picture of Chris Jericho, and if that wasn't AI, Jericho, I'm telling you, is looking good right now. I hope that picture was real.
I feel like he's returning today. I feel like it. All right, up next, we got the TNT title match. We got the champion Adam Cole defending against probably the best wrestler in the company that hasn't held a belt in the company, and that's Kyle Fletcher.
One problem.
What?
One problem. Adam Cole is not medically cleared. The match is scrapped.
Oh, did you just read? Is that what you just read?
Yeah, and
Oh my
apparently
God.
it will be a four-way between Kyle Fletcher, Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, and Dustin Rhodes. Instead, I don't know if it's a number one contender or
Are you kidding?
Okay, well, let's pick that one on the fly then. You said Fletcher,
the
Garcia.
No, it's not a number one contender. The title is vacated.
Oh, okay, so it's for the belt.
Oh, okay.
All right, is that right? It's for the belt.
Yeah, it is for
Okay.
the TNT. Oh,
Well, damn, Adam Cole. Well,
yeah,
so we got who? Fletcher, Garcia, Guevara, and Rhodes.
yeah.
I'm gonna pick the man that I had picked in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I picked Kyle Fletcher to be the new TNT champion. He was at. Oh, I see it now on
Yeah,
right now on the 0
Eric
hour.
brought it up. I looked on Twitter. Yeah, so it looks like Adam Cole is injured, or at least forced to take time off by Tony Khan, to make sure he's stays cleared. So Adam Cole has vacated the belt. I don't know if it's maybe a work or like maybe sort of build up the rivalry more after All In.
Wow.
But I
Well,
don't
there's
have.
our first surprise of the day.
Yeah. So I guess I'm going to give my prediction.
Okay.
I I was gonna be honest. I would have said Adam Cole just because he just had the bell and like he didn't really
Really?
get to do much with it, and I also thought they would do other things with Kyle Fletcher, but now 100% yes, Kyle Fletcher will be the new TNT champion.
I think so. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, he deserves it. He delivers, 4.5 and 5 bone matches
Right.
pretty consistently. He's great. He's got a great look. He's got a great thing going with the Callis family. The guy deserves a reward, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Switch,
So
what do you think?
That time.
Also going with Fletcher. When it was just Adam and him, it was kind of a toss up because I know Fletcher and Take a Shit has got some kind of proto ski. What's that? What's the name they go by? Proto Ski. There you go. So I didn't know if they was really trying to make them all out tag team or not, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Fletcher, man. Fletcher deserves to have a belt.
I honestly thought they were gonna have Fletcher, Takeshita, and Alexander take the Trios titles eventually, but and now I don't know. They just might replace Fletcher with Archer or something.
I mean, shit. Don Callis got enough members in there. Anybody can be the trios. He can put a trios together without those three still.
Yeah, true.
I think Archer, Alexander, and who'd you say, Wolf?
Takeshita.
Yeah. I think that'd be a cool team. Yeah, definitely. All right, up next, we got 4 matches left. So up next, the Eric, thank you for sharing that with us. Up next, we got the World Tag Team title match. We have the Hurt Syndicate defending against Christian and Nick Wayne of the Patriarchy, and Jet Speed, the team of the Jet, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey. So Switch, why don't you go first here?
Yeah. I have for that. That's the tag team match. Yeah, I got the Hurt Syndicate coming out on top. I really wanted to go with the Patriarchy, but I'm sticking with the Hurt Syndicate for that one.
All right. Wolf, what do you think?
I have the Patriarchy winning because I mean they have had those father-son tag titles on standby and apparently for a year. And I also am I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna predict another return. Luchasaurus returns to help the Patriarchy win.
Oh, to help.
Oh man.
Wow.
I forgot all about Luchasaurus.
Yeah, he's been healthy
or whatever he's gonna be called. I don't care.
Oh,
but he's coming back. Yeah,
he's been healthy for months. They've just been trying to figure out how to work him back into things.
Right.
So I picked the same as Wolf for the same reason. I'm going to choose to believe that they have made these father-son tag team titles Like I said, I read it from, I don't recall the source, but it was a reputable source. And I don't know who else those would be for, if not Christian and Nick Wayne. I think the jet speed, I could see winning it just to justify all these beatings they've been taking.
Not yet.
But I'm going with Christian and Nick Wayne to win the belts and
Oh,
and
man.
and move along this patriarchy angle some.
Yeah, that Luchasaurus reference got me thinking now, man. Oh gosh,
Yeah,
Wolf, you got to
that's
stop that. Oh man, because I just read, I read not too long ago, Luchasaurus is 100% healthy, man.
Mhm.
Oh, which are you gonna? Hey, so change me to the patriarchy, man.
Okay, all right. So, okay. All right. We got 3 left. So up next, the unified title match, which will be for, as I understand it, it's confusing, will be for the new unified title. It is also for the continental title and the international title,
Uh,
I think.
yeah, apparently they can hold all 3 belts, and the lineages will not be combined or anything. It will keep the
Right.
lineages, and the
Right.
belts are not going to be retired. It's
Right.
like, what are we doing?
So
I
we're
get,
walking out with 3 belts.
I think they're walking out with 3 belts, man. I think it's going to be like their Triple Crown championship in that way.
Yeah, I guess it's like I don't know if it's like a 3 belts or if it's like a 3-in-1 deal, or if because like uh I don't know, but or if it's just a matter of another belt in this company that doesn't need any more, needs less actually.
Yeah, it's been, I
Uh
mean, this is a big match with big stakes, but they've been too unclear on what exactly the stakes are. What does this mean? You know, are they going
right.
to have 3 belts? Is every match for all 3 belts? Can they defend them individually, et cetera, et cetera? All these questions we don't have answered. It would be nice to have some answers before the match occurs, you know. But nonetheless, here we are. So, Wolf, who do you have winning? Kazuchika Okada, the Continental Champion, versus International Champion Kenny Omega.
Um I have the international champion Kenny Omega winning. Um I know this match will be amazing. This will be just incredible. One of the best matches that we can see. Oh, and we happen to have a video package playing on 0 Hour for Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada, so very fitting.
Yeah,
This is known to be one of, if not the best rivalry in pro wrestling history, essentially, for good reason. Um, this is gonna be incredible, I'm sure. So, but I do have Omega winning, just because, like, I don't know, I just, I, it seems like the point, like they've made it, like they've implied, especially with the whole Okada doing like getting the Omega to cough up blood and everything.
yeah.
And they brought back Ibushi. Like they, I think it should be Omega, but I don't think it'll be wrong if Okada wins.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and go. Once again, I agree with everything Wolf said. I think Omega wins it for all those reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also go in with Kenny. I just feel like he's due and deserving of a nice big win since he's returned and stuff. And honestly, this is probably the match I'm looking the most forward to. I went on YouTube just to, I couldn't find none of their old matches. I wanted to see what the hype was, but I saw a bunch of clips. And if it's anything, I know they're older now, but I'm pretty, they could both still go at their age right now. But
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to this match.
Definitely. Definitely.
What's weird is that sorry, I just realized regarding the new TNT title match, is that Dustin and Sammy are going to be working on 0 Hour. Like they have a match on Zero
Right.
Hour. This
Yeah.
8-man tag match with the Von Erichs against Shane Taylor Promotions. Like, unless it's basically a squash, are they gonna scrap that 0 hour match? I don't know.
I don't know. I figured they just may have the Von Erichs kind of pick up the slack a little, so and especially so Dustin isn't too tired, you know.
Yeah.
But they got enough people in the company that they could have threw up in there. Damn
Right.
it, you let AR Fox take a loss all the goddamn time, although he didn't lose last night.
Right.
Yeah.
Yesterday? He didn't lose yesterday?
He got $50,000 and
Right.
we can't put him in all in
Yeah,
the 2K.
so damn it, they could have thrown AR Fox in this 4-way because I love Dustin.
You could have put Anthony Bowens.
And that was the other person I was gonna say.
Right. You could put Anthony Bowens. You could put what's it called? Who was I thinking randomly? I swear.
Could have put I don't know if it's beneath him, but could have put Ricochet.
Right, but I mean Ricochet is confirmed for the Casino Gauntlet, so
Right.
But you could have put like Roosh or something.
Yep, somebody from that faction.
Yeah, like or Beast Martos, exactly. Like you could have
But hologram, I don't know if holograms in what's it called, but hologram could have been in here, get some good high flying stuff.
Hologram is working 0 hour.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in that 8-man tag with Big Boom AJ and whoever else.
Tomohiro Ishii and Kyle O'Reilly. Which, I mean, I'm just saying they could put Roddy. They could have put Roderick Strong in the team.
Roderick, yep.
Yeah.
Or O'Reilly, yeah.
Yeah,
but he's in that 8-man tag match.
He's in that 8-man tag. So, and like Roddy, unless Roddy's in the Casino Gauntlet match, which is possible, I suppose, but you could have just put him. But
it's a strange pick putting Rhodes and Guevara, who are 1 already wrestling and 2 are tag team champions and 3 on Ring of Honor. You know,
I mean, I could even see just having Dustin on there, being that it's in Texas. Okay, put Dustin in there. Maybe not so much Sammy.
Well, he's from Texas too.
Sammy's also
okay.
Yeah, he's from Texas too.
Well, then that's probably the reason.
That makes sense. I hadn't even thought about that.
I sort of understand Dustin because he's on the door to retirement, and even though he signed a new 6-year deal with AEW,
yes, he did.
But he's on the road to retirement, and I'd understand giving him like all the opportunities. Essentially, but
yes,
I don't.
That basically confirms that he's not going back to WWE.
Yeah, he's already said he's retiring in AEW.
All right, we got 2 more. The two biggies, I think. You can say Okada and Omega's the third of the biggies. We got the AEW Women's World Title match. We have the multi-time champion Toni Storm defending against the woman with like 5 or 6 belts, the Owen Hart Cup champion, Mercedes Moné, or Mercedes Hogan, as Wolf would call her. Wolf, why don't you go first? Or wait, Wolf's going to talk for a minute on this. Switch, why don't you go first?
You mother freaker. I'm gonna, I love me some Toni. But if I'm gonna go with Athena as the winner of that gauntlet match, I have to go with Mercedes. I just don't even like saying it, but I'm rocking with Mercedes for this one.
Wolf, now go ahead.
Yeah, so please, I am begging you, please have Toni retain, please.
Bruh, I feel you. Every bit of it, man.
I can live with, like, if they want to do some cash-in shenanigans where Mercedes beats Toni and then gets cashed in on by Athena, Willow, or whoever wins it. Hell, even Statlander. I don't care. Just please do not have Mercedes walk out as champion, as women's world champion.
No, you can't do it like that, Wolf. You got to give us a scenario. So, is there any way that she can walk out with this belt, Toni?
No,
I don't see any way for her to walk out with this belt for real.
Like, no, I cannot. I will be like losing my mind. I will probably go nuclear. on my podcast video with Byron, I already probably got racist and sexist allegations, but please, like, and of course, it would just end the debate about does Mercedes have creative control, whether Tony Khan wants to say it or not. It would be very clear that she does. There's no way you don't have creative control. Like, apparently, reportedly, she has the same power as like CM Punk did back towards the end of his time in the company. And it's like, okay, we know CM Punk had creative control. If he's throwing people, even management figures out of the show.
Right.
Like, yeah. So what if
But people have gotten so up in arms about creative control. I'm sorry to cut you off, Wolf.
yeah.
I personally, I don't care if she has creative control or not. Like, is
It's
it entertaining? That's the
right.
question. Is it entertaining or not? I don't
Yeah.
care if she has
Is
creative
it
control.
good? Is
Right.
it
Is it
not
good?
egregious? Is it not essentially burying and handicapping women's divisions in Mercedes' case, which
Right.
the answer is yes, she is doing such
A
things,
little bit. A little bit.
which is why it's a problem. Again, creative control itself is not a problem. Even it's not even really about Mercedes. It's just the idea of just coming in because you're a big time draw and just doing what you want and essentially getting all the titles. And as soon as she wins one, she forgets about it and moves on to another.
Yeah.
Because I hate that I'm saying this. She has not made any title she has won since debuting in AEW relevant. There's not since debuting in AEW. There's not a single title she's won that's been
No, I'll
relevant.
disagree. The TBS, it elevated the TBS title for her to have it.
I don't think so because there has been only one good feud for that title, and that was Chris Statlander.
Well, forget
Harley
the
was
titles
like
being
not really.
elevated. Do you think that she's elevated any female from the roster?
Yeah.
No,
That's a good question.
not really, not really. Like Harley, I feel like Harley was just naturally getting over, and it was just even if it wasn't Mercedes, she was going to get elevated. It just happened to be Mercedes was there, but it wasn't really because of Mercedes. The fact that we started off her TBS title reign with two awful pay-per-view defenses, well, perhaps in my opinion the worst women's like major women's match in AEW history, in Britt Baker and Mercedes Moné.
Wow, that's
in AEW history at least. It was truly like painful to watch. I did not like.
It wasn't that bad.
It was awful. It
I
was
mean,
the
it
worst
wasn't
thing I've
good. It
ever
wasn't
seen.
that good, but it wasn't that bad either.
It was the worst thing I've ever seen, and I was
Oh my
and
God.
I could tell it was one person's fault, aka Britt Baker. But it was just that's a rough start. And then Hikaru Shida and Mercedes both having a bad day at All Out when we know how good they are and we've seen them do well together. It definitely sucked. And then we just like fumbled stuff with Willow, with Camille, with even Harley. I think Harley should have gone on longer.
Yeah. Her path has disrupted some things, that's for sure.
Right.
But I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna agree with you two, and I'm gonna say Mercedes wins it. I
No,
don't
I'm
see.
not. I'm not saying Mercedes win it. I'm
Oh, I'm
saying
sorry. I
Tony.
thought you did. I thought you
No,
did.
no. I
Tony.
need Tony to retain here.
Oh, this is a need. This is a need.
I need.
This
I
is
need
a need
Tony.
pick.
I will tolerate Mercedes winning if she gets cashed in on afterwards, but otherwise, and she doesn't walk out as champ, but I need Tony to retain otherwise.
I was going to say, I don't see any way that this whole path, this whole lead up to Monet and Storm, I don't see how it leads to anything but Mercedes Monet adding another belt to her collection
That's
and
what I'm saying.
being the women's champion. I just don't see it. It feels like it has to happen for things to make sense. So I'll be cheering for Tony, but I think Mercedes is leaving with whatever 7 belts or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, facts.
I think that'll be a bad thing for AEW.
And let's see. Rewind says Taz was the biggest draw in professional wrestling history. Hulk Hogan once said Taz could outsell him 9 out of 10 days of the week. That sounds true. All right, we got one match left, and then I'll go over who we picked real quick. We got the world title match, the Big E, on the biggest show of the year for AEW. We got the world champion Jon Moxley, leader of the Death Riders, with Marina Shafir and the briefcase, whether it has the belt in it or not. We may find out tonight. And he is defending against the Owen Hart Cup winner, former world champ Hangman Adam Page. And I'll start with Switch on this one. Actually, let me start. I haven't started.
Yeah, you haven't started.
I think that this is a big, just for the direction of the company, I think this is a big decision for Tony Khan. Obviously it is. And, we talked about, well, is Darby going to be in the main event scene? Does MJF win the Casino Gauntlet and then he's the next challenger or maybe the second challenger down the line? Ospreay and Swerve, are they even going to be able to go for the world title? Or will we see other people elevated because they're not? So we got a lot of what ifs in the world title scene. And this is the biggest what if. What if one wins? What if the other wins?
Mm-hmm.
But all that being said, I think Tony is going to do the right thing. I think Hangman Adam Page is going to win the world title tonight. And that goes against my number one rule of picking, which is never pick against Jon Moxley. So I'm breaking my golden rule tonight, and I'm picking Hangman Adam Page to win the world title for the second time. Switch, what do you say?
I didn't care for Hangman's first run with the belt.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I didn't care for his first run, and I like what he's been doing lately. Oh, gosh, you really think Tony will put it on him?
I think so. I got like 50-50 on this one, for real.
Once again, like we said, a pick 'em one.
Yeah.
You know what? I went with the Death Riders. I'm gonna go with Moxley because I honestly would rather see Darby take it off of him than Hangman. But at the same time, I could see Hangman winning it and him and MJF go into a little program. Yeah. But I'm gonna stick to our rule, man. I'm not picking against Mox. I'm gonna go with Mox.
That's what I kind of see is Page gets into a program with MJF, and then the Hurt Syndicate lose their belts, and then they get jealous of MJF, who's now going after the world title, and they don't have any belts anymore.
Come on now, don't be out here writing.
Yeah, that's what I see happening. But all right, Wolf, you can have the final word on it. What do you think for the world title?
All this build up, all this reiteration of Hangman being the main character of AEW, even getting like high praise from the Bucks, from Moxley himself, and not to mention this is his match that is happening. It is a Texas Death match.
Oh right, I didn't even mention that. Right, Texas
Death. It is, sure is.
So I'm sure we'll have some run-ins.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of run-ins. We're gonna have all the Death Riders. We're gonna have Swerve and Ospreay, the Young Bucks, the Ops.
Wow, you think all those people really?
Yes, absolutely. But maybe even Willow to deal with Marina. And at the end, I do have Darby Allin returning to cost John Moxley. And for the third time in his career, Hangman Adam Page will defeat John Moxley and regain the AEW world title. And he has to win. Like, I think it would be a waste to do all this like story build up, and not to mention, and honestly, I would say Hangman is the best character in all of pro wrestling today.
Wow.
This is, he has done so well. So spoiler alert on when we get to the end of the year, my pick for best character, it's gonna be Hangman. But the way I see for I don't think MJF will cash in like at All In on like today. I think he's gonna save it. I think the pathway, the best thing you can do, is you have Darby come back, you have him cost Moxley, you start the blood feud between Darby and Moxley, and that's why I think the main event of Wrestle Dream should be Darby and Moxley, no belt. Just I don't know whether it be another Texas death match or barbed wire steel cage or
There's got to be something crazy with those
something.
two.
Yeah. And at Wrestle Dream, you have to have Darby go over. You have to have Darby beat Moxley, because that is the point of this. You have to elevate Darby to the main event level, and by beating the MVP of AEW, that'll like solidify it. So that's why I think the pathway should be Hangman first, then you have MJF because of what you already have with Hangman and MJF, and not to mention if MJF wins the Casino Gauntlet, it just makes sense. And then after MJF, you have Darby, and then my personal choices would be Jay White takes it from Darby, and I think he should probably come back as a heel. And then after Jay White, and then I would say Ospreay wins the Owen next year, and you have Jay White and Ospreay at All In.
That's a good lineage there you got booked for the next year, I think. So
pretty
we'll
much.
see.
And after
I can see it
Ospreay,
going that way.
Swerve Strickland again.
And then maybe it's time for Paige and Swerve to reignite their feud and have Paige back up in the main event scene.
Right. But after All In, after All In 2026, I think Ospreay wins the belt, and I'd say probably by then, Swerve has turned heel. And then you have Swerve win back the title, and then maybe you could revisit Hangman and Swerve, but
long-term booking.
Long-term booking, exactly. It writes itself. But
rewind saying Darby Allin is a 2025 version of Spike Dudley. I can agree with that. I think he's a better wrestler than Spike Dudley, but nothing against Spike. Nothing against Spike at all. All right. Well, folks, that's our prediction show. I'm going to go over real quick who we predicted, and we'll have K Fabulous's predictions at the top of our watch along, which again is at 2:55. We're not watching the 0 hour on stream, but we will be watching the main card at 2:55. All right, women's Casino Gauntlet match. We all three picked Athena. Men's Casino Gauntlet match. We all three picked MJF. Young Bucks versus Ospreay and Swerve for the EVP titles versus world title shots. We all picked Young Bucks and all said Ospreay and Strickland won't challenge for the belts for a year. The Ops versus Death Riders for the trios titles. Wolf and I said the Ops retain. Switch says we have new champions with the Death Riders. TNT title match for the now vacant TNT title. Kyle Fletcher, Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, and Dustin Rhodes All three of us said Kyle Fletcher wins, gets his first belt. World Tag Title match. The Hurt Syndicate defend against Christian and Nick Wayne and Jet Speed. All three of us said Christian and Nick Wayne win the belts and become the first father and son tag team champions. Okada versus Omega for the unified title and the continental and international titles, I guess. I don't know.
Everything.
All three of us said Omega wins the unified title. Women's title match, Toni Storm defending against TBS champion Mercedes Moné. Wolf predicted that Toni Storm retains because he needs it to happen. Switch and I both have accepted reality and realized that Mercedes Moné is winning the belt. And for the main event,
John and Hanger.
yeah, thank you. For the main event, Jon Moxley and Hangman Adam Page. Switch said Moxley keeps the belt, and the Death Riders storyline continues. And Wolf and I say we're going to end the night with a new world champion, Hangman Adam Page. So there you go. The stakes are set. Wolf and I agreed on every match except the women's title match.
Yep.
And again, Wolf and Switch are the co-predictions champions right now, so their tie will definitely be broken tonight. They disagreed on a couple of them.
Yeah, my reign might be in jeopardy. This was a tough one.
It was a tough one, but that just is a sign of
I think
good booking. I think
Yeah, I think that if there is one show that I definitely would not mind so much about my reign being in jeopardy, it would probably be this one.
Yeah. So we'll see. Anybody could win, and we don't even know what Kay's picks are yet. So once again, viewers, if you want to enter the viewer contest, and the winner will get a small wrestling related prize. Just get at me on X. It's at No Bones Wrestling. That's at No Bones RASSLIN. Or we start our watch along for All In at 2:55. It will be a separate stream than this, so you'll just come back or like and subscribe. It'll tell you when we start. But if you want to join then, join the contest, have your picks ready, and post them right at 2:55. If you don't post them before 3 o'clock, it's they're not going to count. Rewind says thanks, and remember, Taz is the GOAT, and Hook always wins.
Damn it, Rewind.
And so we'll leave with that. Yep. Totally unrelated to anything.
Yep, I got a good hour to go. I'm about to head out. Hopefully, I will be able to be back with y'all because it is storming bad outside.
Oh, really? Damn.
I'm about to go out, hit up this Wawa, get me some goodies, and I'll be back with y'all hopefully by 2:55.
All right, and everybody, we'll see you at 2:55. Again, it's a different stream than this, but same place here on X or on whatever the YouTube address is that you're watching right now. YouTube.com/@NoBonesAboutWrestling/streams/live. And we'll see you in just under an hour.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
See y'all later.
Yep.